Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Sports Podcast, episode number 70. I'm your host, Anthony Carboni, and to my left is my other host, Justin Velce. Justin, bro, last
Bro.
week you were in New Orleans, so we did not
Yes.
film an episode. Friday night was also a bit of a shit show, but we're back recording as of Monday. This will be out the next day on Tuesday. But yeah, bro, Justin, how have you been, man? We had the Leafs 4 games that we're going to talk about. You went on your trip. How are things, bro? How's work?
Good
How's
trip.
everything?
Trip was nice. Life's good. Leaf struggling, sort of. Kind of disappointing, although yesterday was obvious. Everything good. TFC doing well again. A huge
Yes,
win.
bro.
It's okay. Life's good. Just the Leafs, still killing my vibe, but that's okay. How you doing?
Oh man, I'm good, bro. I got the fresh cut on Friday. Obviously, you can see I changed up the style a little bit. Watched a lot. I worked a bit. Watched a lot of hockey over the weekends. Just doing some schoolwork. We're getting to the end of the semester, but we're back. No days off. We're back doing another episode of this podcast, episode 70. So today's podcast is probably going to focus more on NHL because that is what's going on. We've got the playoffs. The playoffs start in a month. We're getting to the end. There are like 12 games left per team. So let's talk about the Toronto Maple Leafs, the talk of the town, where we're from, TO, downtown TO. Last week, they went on a 2-game road trip. They played the Flyers on a Tuesday night. They were struggling in the beginning. They come back, they make it a close game, but end up losing 4-3. And then the next night they go and play in Washington and they get the W, right? With pretty convincingly.
Yeah.
So what did you think about those 2 games right there against the two Metro teams fighting for playoff
I
spots?
I thought they would lose to Florida because Tortorella was back. So Tortorella got the guys fired up, and especially with them. Um healthy scratching their captain. I thought this just screams a Flyers win, which happened. And then the next night, I'm like, okay, look, I'm not really sold on the Capitals, which I mean, they're hunting down a playoff spot, which is just still mind-boggling. But I had a feeling we would beat the Capitals, so I was pretty convinced. I convinced myself that we would win, and we did it in pretty good fashion. We went up a couple goals, Cap scored one, but then we answered right back with a couple more, and it was a good showing, a good team effort, a good win against a Capitals team who are fighting for a playoff spot. Now, Saturday happens. Oilers are in town, tough team, whatever. Again, me personally, I'm not sold on the Oilers. I don't think they're going to win the cup. I think they're just the same as the Leafs: stacked offense, mediocre defense, mediocre goaltending. So I'm really not sold on the Oilers. But I obviously with McDavid's in town and Draisaitl, and Corey Perry's in town. It's always going to be tough. But the Leafs actually shocked me. Holmberg,
They
McMann, two
went up
goals as
5-0,
well.
bro. They were up five
Dude,
zero. Like
dude, 5-0.
they were running them out
And
of the building.
and then they give up like 3 power play goals because our penalty kill sucks. Because people on Twitter just want to say, "Oh my gosh, like we're desperate need of Marner," which really we're like even with Marner on the team, like we're just really like the penalty kill is just not good enough. So whatever, but we still get the win against a mediocre Oilers team, which nobody can
In
tell me
your, I mean,
otherwise.
in your most people would say they're not mediocre, but in your case, they're mediocre. But the next night, though, second half of a back-to-back going to Carolina, who's potentially going to win the cup this year. Tough, man. The Canes play such a very, I guess what I want to say is like they play more of like a team game. You know what I mean? It's not like it's focused
Yeah,
on
just
sending
yeah,
it or whatever. They're all moving the puck to each other
yeah.
equal. Because you know how the Leafs try and force a bunch of shots to Matthews or passes to Nylander. Carolina plays so together that their structure works perfectly, especially even with adding Gensel and Kuznetsov, who are guys who are more goal scorers, if anything, right? And they outperformed the Leafs. I think I want to say into the last 10 minutes of the game, bro. Like period 1, 2, and most of 3 were all Carolina.
I'm mostly care. But Wool
There we
Wool
go.
saved us. Wool saved us many times throughout the game. Um, but again, it's just mind-boggling. Like, okay, Freddie Anderson was in net. convinced myself we were going to lose to Freddie Anderson because that always happens now. And every time we go in Carolina, every time we play against Carolina, we always lose. Okay, power play sucks against Carolina. Penalty kill sucks against Carolina. It's just like, dude, if we play them in the first round, if we play them in the playoffs, bro, we're getting swept. Like, I don't want to see Carolina at all. Like, it's cause chaos, storm surge, Gensel, Kuznetsov, Aho, Natchez, Jarvis, Brent Burns, Brady Shea. It's like, bro, like Freddie Anderson. I just
That,
don't want to do
that
that, bro.
group, that group is so deep, man.
Bro,
They
I know. Like,
they they're
I
so
don't even.
nasty.
I don't even like. I don't even want to see the Leafs step foot in the state of Carolina. Like, bro, they just got to turn back the plane, bro. Like,
And
honestly,
when our playoff predictions come out, we'll pick if they are going to make it or not. I don't
no,
think
no,
they fucking doesn't look like it to me. I don't see the Leafs beating any of the top teams in the Eastern Conference.
they're not doing anything. Like, I know I'm a top Leaf fan, but bro, I know, like, I'm a diehard Leaf fan, but bro, sometimes like I gotta be like, you gotta be sensible with your teams, bro. Like, dude, we're not doing nothing, okay? And again, like, okay, Leafs lose yesterday, whatever, close game against a good Carolina team. It's always close against Carolina, whatever. Okay, I don't understand this. Nick Robertson, this has to be a conversation. Like, he's been on trial
Like
with us for like ever since, dude. Okay, yes, he scored. Okay, nice rip.
since the Blue Jacket series, right? Since the Blue
Yeah,
Jacket series.
he's literally been with us since what, 2020, 2019. It's been a 5-year trial. How much longer are you gonna keep this man? Like, dude, you can't. He doesn't do anything like productive. Like, he takes stupid penalties that cost you the goals, and then
Did
like
score. He
telling
did
you,
score. He did score. He scored. Remember that. He
yeah.
did score.
Okay. He scored to make it 2-1. Okay. Wow. Congratulations. Like, he takes stupid penalties. Okay. He doesn't line change, which is just mind-boggling. Like, what are you doing? He doesn't, which he didn't line change, which led to him high sticking, which caused the goal. Okay, so great job. Okay. Like, I don't get why Keith still puts him in the lineup. Like, this has been 5 years now of him here. What is the purpose of keeping him here? Like, just trade the man away. Like, you're not using him properly anyway, and he's like in and out of lineup like every week. Like, what's the point? Okay, that's another thing. And two, how many years have I been telling you, bro? Morgan Riley, he's not a top D man in the league, and he's not gonna help us win the cup. How many years have I been telling you this? What, 3, 4 years? Ever since I met you? What,
Well,
grade nine?
no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Riley is a good defenseman. He needs a good partner.
Oh,
He's got to take. He's got to take majority of the bulk. I mean, okay, let's think here. Riley is like a Lambo on the Leafs defense,
okay.
and the rest are like Toyotas and Hondas, bro.
Okay.
Like Liljegren's okay, but like think of Carolina. You got Brett Burns is the guy. He's the top D man. Shea next to
Yeah,
him. You got
yeah,
Orlov. You got Orlov, who's another
yeah.
good one. You've got Pesci, who's
Chatfield.
also good. You have Chatfield. You have D'Angelo. You have such a deep defense like in
Okay,
Carolina. Leafs do not have
true.
consistent players that are in the lineup. They've got Riley. They throw Timmins in there. They throw Liljegren in the top. They
Ed
have Giordano. They have
Brody.
Benoit. They have way too many defense who all shoot left, by the way, and they can't create any chemistry, bro. They need a guy like they should have went after Eric Carlson way back, but that's whatever. They need a guy
Years
who can
ago.
fit. They need a guy who can fit into that system and help Riley. A guy like Savard would have been perfect. I mean, he plays defense.
Could have been.
He's very good defensive defenseman. He blocks shots and he can take the junk of the defensive work when he's on a pair with Riley, and Riley can take more of the offense, right? Because Riley's got to play both right now,
Okay, which is fair. But why is it that you have paired Riley with so many D-man and he
and it
cannot
doesn't
get
work.
any of them working? Okay, so now you have to look at him because you cannot keep like trial and error. Dude, it's been like this for 8 years. And he's been with us since 2013. Okay, 11 years
Yeah,
of this. Like,
he was there in the
again, I
like I
told
think in
you.
the Boston.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I literally, I told you yesterday, and again, Sheldon Keefe, I don't understand. Why is he not playing Morgan Riley on the first power play with 3 minutes left in the game down by one? Okay, this goes to show two things. Sheldon Keefe doesn't know how to coach, and two, Morgan Riley
Yeah,
is not the
dude,
guy.
we've been saying Sheldon Keefe should have been gone for a
Yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
he should have been a while. He should have been gone. But this also goes to show that, dude, Morgan Riley is not that guy. Like, again, let's look. Do you honestly think John Cooper is playing Darren Radish on the first power play with 3 minutes to go? No. Do you honestly think the Avs are not playing Cale Makar 3 minutes left in the game on the power play? No. Do you honestly think Burnett is not playing Yossi 3 minutes left in the game down by one on the power play? Like, no.
Yeah,
They're playing their top D man, and Shelly wants to play Littlegren on the first power play down by one. How does that make any sense? Like
doesn't.
it shows two things. Riley's not it, which I've been saying for years. He's not gonna help us win the cup. I've been telling you this since I met you what, grade nine, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. It's just not gonna happen. Okay. It's not. Keith is not a good coach. I'm so sick and tired of this. Dude, Berube is just please. And we will get to the Blues later because they're actually very impressive. But like, bro, like I'm so done. Morgan Riley, 11 years of this nonsense. How much longer are we supposed to like keep feeding into this? Like, okay, oh my God, Morgan Riley. Oh my God. Like, dude, it's over. Like, we're not winning no cup with Riley as our best D-man. How many guys are you gonna pair him with?
Look
Like,
at this guy. Bro, you are going off on this team. And you're a fan. You've been through it all. You've been through the very little ups and the high amount of downs.
I
So I
speak
guess
fact.
I guess I could see your point with Morgan Riley not being the guy because if you notice, every cup contender has their guy. Makar on the Avs, McAvoy on the Bruins, Fox on the Rangers, Hiskinen on the Dallas Stars, they have Morrissey on the Jets, Quinn Hughes on the Canucks. They all have elite defensemen. Riley, I don't think it's better than any of those guys.
What is this
Not better
guy?
than any of them.
No, no, no. Dude, Preds even got Yossi. Yossi is like 5 times better than Riley. Like it's not even like Hedman's better than Riley. Like, bro,
Some
like
people
come on.
think Yossi might should win the Norris, bro. Like that's
Honestly,
how that's how underrated of a season he's having. Nobody's talking about him, bro.
yeah, he
They're just
should.
talking about the Preds, right? We should talk about the Predators too.
We should. We should. We should. We should.
But
We should.
I think we should hold off on the Leafs because honestly, a team that might actually catch them in the standings. We're going to talk about these playoffs right here. Tampa Bay, if you notice, they're only 4 points back of the Leafs for the
How
third
many games
Atlantic
have they
spot.
played?
71 games. So they have a game in the Leafs have a game in hand on Tampa Bay.
Okay.
So
Yo.
yeah, man. The Leafs could end up dropping to that first wild card if they go on some kind of streak. I know next week they play the Panthers in Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the Leafs drop and play the Rangers. I think that's their best chance of winning a series. I
Don't
mean,
the
they're not going to
Leafs
be
don't the Leafs play the Lightning next week and then they play them in like the last game of the season?
a lot. I think the last two games the Leafs are at, they're doing a back-to-back. They're in Florida, they're in Sunrise. The next night they're in Tampa for the last two games. So these are pretty crucial games upcoming for the Leafs.
Just
If
the
I
Leafs.
mean, it depends on who they want to play. What do they think their best chances are? If they play Florida, I mean, tomorrow Boston is going to play Florida tomorrow, so
Oh,
that game might decide who the Leafs play in the first round if they lock the third spot. But I don't know, man. What do you do if you're Sheldon Keefe? You just lose a couple games on purpose and get the Rangers? You want to play the Bruins? Do you want to play the Panthers? I don't know. I would love to see a Leafs Rangers series first round. That would be pretty nice. But the Rangers could win the President's Trophy
yeah,
and end
yeah,
up
same,
like
same, same. Bro, none of these matchups are good. Yeah.
yeah. It looks like the Leafs are most. I mean, Carolina's only 1 point behind the Rangers too. So I don't know. So potentially the Leafs could play Florida, Boston, Rangers, or Carolina, no matter what. They're not going to get the Flyers, and they're not going to get the first or second wild card. So it's
Bro, so
tough.
there's actually a legit shot Leafs play Carolina in the first round. Like there's actually a real chance this could happen.
There actually is. If the Leafs if they somehow manage to drop to the first wild card and Florida, the Leafs could play Carolina round one. They could play Boston. They could play Florida. They could play the Rangers. Who knows, bro? But let's move on. Wild card race over here. Now the Washington Capitals are, they did lose to the Leafs, but they go on this Western Canadian / Seattle trip. They get smashed by Edmonton game one. Okay. They go to Seattle, win. They go to Vancouver, win 2-1. And they go to Calgary and win.
Wait,
And then they play Toronto, lose. They beat Carolina on
yeah,
Friday.
6.
Sunday night, shut out the Jets. And I want to give a shout out to Alex Ovechkin. I'm counting here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 2, 4,
Eight goals.
6, 8 goals in 5 of his last 5 games. I think he's 45, 44 behind Gretzky now. He's coming, bro. He's coming for that record.
Bro,
And it
I
looks
really
like the Capitals are gonna take that wild card spot, bro. Or they pass the Flyers. 2 games back of Philadelphia for the 3rd Metropolitan spot. They could do it. They could take over. And the Capitals have a minus 27 goal differential. And they could take the 3rd Metro spot and give Carolina a good run for their money in round 1.
that's how weak the Metro is, though. Like when you really put it into perspective, like bro, that's how weak that division is. Like you have the Capitals who are minus 27 goal differential, who literally could be in the top three of that, like bro. Which
Of that
okay,
division. That's crazy.
like they could play the Hurricanes or the Rangers. Like that, there's the Caps are gonna lose. Like it doesn't matter. But like minus 27 goal differential, and you're gonna be top three in the division. Like that's that division is like horrible. Like come on. Like
The
but
Islanders suck. The Islanders
yeah,
are not
Islanders,
making the
bro,
playoffs.
bro,
They're
Islanders
done.
after that loss yesterday, like I don't want to. And dude, the Devils are so like they're just so like bipolar. It's unbelievable. Like they literally lose to the Sens on Saturday at home. They go over to New York and beat the
And
Islanders
they
the
shut out
next
the
day.
Islanders, bro.
Like,
Like what?
how does that make any
Ugh.
sense?
It makes no sense. But honestly, I think it's now. I think the 3rd spot, the 2nd wildcard spot, is Detroit or Washington, bro, or Philly. Like
Or Philly.
I think the Islanders are done. I think Buffalo, it's a little too late.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, they just blew a 4-0 lead to
Yo, yo,
yesterday.
yo.
Unbelievable. Trash. Even though it was mostly Pens fans in Ball Arena, if you noticed, watching that game, bro.
Yo,
It's a Pittsburgh score. I thought
bro.
they were the home fucking team. They lose. The Devils, bro, they're done. They're frauds.
Yeah,
The
Devils are
Islanders are shit. They're so bad. I don't know what happened to that team. Patrick Waugh came in and they
They're
bro,
not slow. They're
not
not
working.
hot.
Not
No,
working, bro. It's not working, bro. None of this shit's working with the Islanders. And I hate the Islanders so much. They're just so
okay.
trash. They're not making it. Detroit getting a bit better. Inconsistent though. I don't know what their schedule is. I think they play oh fuck. Hold on. If you take a look here, the Red Wings play the Capitals tomorrow.
Oh my
Oof. That
wait, wait.
game,
Right? Or in Washington.
it's in Washington tomorrow.
Oh my
So
yo.
that game right there is going to be the biggest game of the season for both teams.
Must watch games tomorrow, like Bruins, Panthers, Caps, Red Wings. Like bro.
Bruins, Panthers, but honestly, I don't know what it's going to be. I want to see Torts in the playoffs, so I hope Philly makes it.
Yeah, that's facts.
Ovi to make playoffs and continue to score and
Yeah.
potentially go for another run would be sick. And I want to see Detroit in the playoffs too because we haven't seen them since 2016.
I don't
It's
even
been
remember seeing them in the playoffs. It's been so
been like
long.
8 years, bro. They lost to Tampa Bay in like 5 games. I remember that. That was when Babcock was still the coach. Don't want to bring his name up much.
No.
But dude, the East is the East is going crazy. It's going crazy over there.
He's crazy.
But in the West, I remember a couple weeks ago the Winnipeg Jets had a pretty big lead in the West, the Central Division. That is now gone. I mean, both Dallas and Colorado are 4 points ahead of the Jets. So what it looks to me and to everyone else, the Winnipeg Jets, the fraudulent Winnipeg Jets that they are, could get bounced out round 1 to Dallas or Colorado. I know that's going to happen because the Jets are not better than Dallas and they're not better than Colorado.
True. Even if they played the Preds, they still would have lost. Like, dude, nobody is sold on the Jets. Like, if I'm sorry, Jesse Pollock.
Everybody apparently sold on the Jets except us. We've been calling it for how many years now that they're frauds, bro.
Jets, bro. Like, bro, who are they? Like, honestly, like it's Winnipeg. Like, bro, come on.
Those 3 are clear. I mean, Nashville is catching up to Winnipeg, right?
Honestly, I really hope they do. Like, I just don't want to see Jets hockey. Like, I just hope they just get like rebranded back to like Atlanta or something. Like, Winnipeg doesn't deserve a hockey team.
Hey, really? You want to lose another Canadian market?
Dude, please. Like, dude, nobody likes the Jets. Like,
I mean, they have a pretty decent record. They're 44, 22, and 5.
yeah, but bro, when they need clutch wins, bro, like they don't get clutch wins. Like,
well, it's going to be a good series, whoever they play, either Dallas or Colorado. I would assume it's going to be Dallas. Dallas, Winnipeg would bang round 1. That would be such a nice series. Vancouver's running away with it. Running away with their division.
Yeah.
Their division. And they could clinch up the first. They could be the first team to clinch playoffs tonight. I think, yeah. But by the looks of it, they need to defeat the Kings, and the Blues need to lose to Vegas. Or if they get 1 point versus the Kings and the Blues lose to Vegas in regulation. So potentially the first team to make the playoff to clinch a playoff spot tonight.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. But what else were we gonna say? Edmonton. Now we thought I thought Edmonton had a pretty decent chance at catching up to Vancouver. That I think is now subsided. What do you think here?
No, no, I think Vancouver's gonna run away with those. Again, Oilers got two tough losses over the weekend. Lost to the
Yeah,
Leafs.
dude, losing back to the Leafs and then you lose to the Sens the next night. Pretty
but 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 Zach Hyman 50 goals. Congratulations.
yeah, shout out to that, man. Five and he makes 5.5, bro. 5.5 for Zach Hyman, who scores 50 goals. That is crazy. The Leafs should have never
I'm
let him
actually very
go.
happy for I know. But
Good for
honestly, I'm
him,
very
bro. He went to Toronto. He went to the conference final in the West.
bro.
He scored 50 goals this season, and he plays with like two top players in the league. What? Like you can't even. And he makes 5.5 mil. So good for the team. Good for him, bro. Like
It's just a
he's really impressed me. He's third.
yeah,
I think he's third in scoring, like in goals this year. I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
he's behind Reinhardt and Matthews.
Yeah. No, dude,
But
like
good
honestly,
for Zach.
I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. I really hope he stayed. But you know what? Hyman, no hard feelings with Hyman. I love Hyman. Hyman's the OG. Like, let's go, Hyman. Like, keep scoring goals, buddy. Like, let's go.
But continuing in the West, I think Nashville is clearly running away with that first wild card spot. Looks like
Yeah.
they're going to take it. I think there are 9 points ahead of the Blues, but St. Louis is coming. They were a team that we were not talking about. They beat
Whoa, whoa,
Minnesota, I
whoa,
think, two
whoa,
times in
whoa,
a row.
whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Okay, maybe you were talking about the Blues.
Hold on.
I was saying how Nashville would be better, which I was right. But St.
Hold
Louis are humming right now. They beat the Wild, I think, 2 games in a row. Am I correct?
Huge. Um.
They played
Yes.
twice,
Yes, and they
and they
beat
beat them
them in.
twice.
Yes.
So they are 4 points behind Vegas. Now, Vegas, I don't know, bro. Does Vegas miss playoffs?
Bro,
Do Vegas miss playoffs? Tell me right now. What do you
listen,
think?
listen.
Do St.
Dude,
Louis, the Blues, come back and take Vegas' spot?
listen. If the Blues lose tonight, bro, the season's over. Because let's say Vegas wins tonight, they go 6 points ahead with the game in hand. They win that game in hand at 8 points, it's over. But if the Blues pull it off tonight, 2 points back with Vegas having a game in hand. Now, let's say Vegas loses that game in hand. Because look at Vegas' schedule. They got to play the Blues tonight. They got to play the Preds. They got to play, I think, the Wild again. Or I think they got to play the Wild as well. And they go on like this like 5 game road trip. So, bro, and I'm pretty convinced they're not going to win like all 5 games. So, bro, Blues win tonight, bro. The Blues are humming, bro. Like, Blues are there,
They're coming.
bro. Dude, the
The game is
Blues.
in Vegas tonight. I think
No,
Bennington
no,
and
no,
Hill are
no,
the
no,
start.
no. No, it's in St. Louis.
Oh, it's in St. Louis.
Dude.
Okay, they have to win that game today. They have to
Okay.
win tonight.
Okay, look, if the Blues make the playoffs, bro, Justin's gonna be right, of course.
No,
But
because I said the Preds would be better, and
no, 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 no. Hold on. You told me the Blues wouldn't make the playoffs, but I told you the Preds wouldn't make the playoffs. So you were technically
so we
wrong.
both be right. How about that? We both be
Okay,
right.
yeah, true. Okay, okay, both be right. Okay,
Just W
but
knowledge.
but but
And
no, no, no. Blues win tonight. Money on it. Blues, Binnington, Binner shutout. Let's go Blues. I got faith. Buchnevich, Kyrou, Robert Thomas, Aurora Mans, Justin Falk, Torrey
uh,
Crew, Pareko. Let's go, boys. Jake Neighbors. Bro, Blues winning. Blues win. Come
okay,
on. We need
that's cool and all, but is Edmonton playing LA or Vegas? Because I'm looking here. Both played 70 games. LA is 2 points ahead off overtime losses.
bro.
Uh I don't know, bro. Do the King is it going to be Kings Oilers for the third year in a row? The third year in a row. I, I don't want to see that. Or is it going to be Vegas Edmonton round one of the two cup favorites to get knocked out? Now, let's look at the schedules here. LA is on their Canadian road trip. They're hitting Vancouver tonight, Edmonton Thursday, Calgary Saturday, Jets Monday, then they're and then they're back home. So, what are we thinking here? While Vegas,
I
while Vegas, they're going on their Central Division tour, hitting St. Louis. Nashville, Winnipeg, and Minnesota.
Dude,
What do you think here?
that's a tough road trip, especially now. Like all those teams are like
Now,
back.
when these teams are trying to make playoffs and they're hosting you, yeah, bro.
I could honestly see Vegas potentially messing this up. Like on, and I really hope they do. But the thing is,
They might mess it up.
but I also want to see Vegas Oilers so that Vegas beats the Oilers because my hatred for the Oilers is just like out there, and I just really
You
dislike
really
them.
don't like Edmonton, eh?
I really don't
Holy.
like Edmonton. Like honestly, I'm just so tired of these guys like just ruining McDavid his career. Like, and by the way,
Ruining his career. That's a
bro,
huge take.
bro, what? Like, yes, individual words, yes, obviously
Ken
outstanding.
Holland, dude. Ken Holland's the one putting the team together. He's the shitty
Okay,
general manager.
okay, so
It's
yeah,
not his fault.
yeah, I know it's not McDavid's fault. I know that. But the Oilers are ruining McDavid's career, bro. He should have cups by now. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, come on. The way he plays, like, it's just mind-boggling how he doesn't have any cups.
We're
But yeah,
gonna,
my hatred,
dude. I mean,
I just hate the
uh,
Oilers, honestly. Like,
it. I think I want to see. I don't want to see Edmonton, LA round one because I feel like, bro. It's. I'm tired. I'm tired of the same matchups, bro.
I
And I feel
know.
like Edmonton would beat LA for a third year in a row. I kind of want
Yeah.
to see LA try and go far. So if they can get a wild card position and potentially play either like the Avalanche, I mean that they versus the Avalanche would be good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't see the LA Kings going really far in the playoffs. And if they end up playing Edmonton, I don't want to see it. I want to see Vegas. I want to see Vegas Oilers and Edmonton get their revenge after last year's disappointing early exit in round two. So that's
I don't
that's
know.
what I think. That's what I want and I think is going to happen. I don't think Vegas with Stone Hurdle potentially coming back before the season's over. I really don't see Vegas blowing this up in the air and just losing. Like I just can't picture it. There's no way. They went in on the deadline for the reason that knowing
Yeah.
they're going to make playoffs. So why would they
True.
screw up this chance now and miss playoffs? They're going to play the Oilers and we're going to see a really good series, potentially the best series of the entire playoffs.
True.
Justin, the
Yeah.
last thing we're going to talk about here before we wrap it up.
Quick question. Quick
Continue.
question. How many games have the Kings
Yeah.
played?
Pardon me.
How many games have
70.
the 70? How many have
70.
the Blues played? 70, I think.
Vegas 70.
How many have the Blues played?
The Blues have played 71.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
And
they played
Kings
it's in
have
LA
79 points, right? Kings.
85. Kings
Oh.
85, Vegas 83.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Okay.
never mind.
Last topic here. Who's gonna win the President's Trophy, bro?
Uh,
Let's look here. Vancouver Canucks, Rangers, 98 points. Florida, Colorado, Carolina, Dallas, Boston, 97. It is a 1 point race between all of these teams to see who's going to win the President's Trophy. Who's it going to be?
I think
Who's gonna get cursed in the first round? Who's it going to be?
it's gonna be the Canucks. It's just written like Canucks President's Trophy winners lose first round. Like it just has to
Oh,
be. And I really just dislike the Canucks too, so I really hope it happens. Like, bro.
buddy, the only Canadian team you actually like is the Leafs. So clearly, hate every.
Yeah, every other Canadian team I just can't stand.
Like
Like,
I don't know. Does Florida take it? Does Boston take it? Does Dallas? Like I don't think Dallas is gonna take it because they're like a sneaky team. Same with Carolina. Plus, I feel like it's also more pressure on you
yeah,
if
no.
you get first in the league because you lose round
Yeah.
one, then like you're the laughing stock. Just look at Boston last year, right? 65
True.
wins in the season just to lose round one to the second wild card team in 7 games, blowing a 1 series lead in your home barn twice. Pretty tough. So I think Vancouver will probably take it as well. I mean, what a season, like just bro, they went from not making playoffs to going first in the league like the following year. There's too much magic happening. And like we said, the Canucks might get bounced round one to the second wild card team. We predicted that. And it could
Yeah.
happen. And I could see it happening, bro.
Oh
And
yeah,
even
same.
if they do even if they do get past that team, they still got to play Edmonton or like Vegas or
Yeah, like
LA round
no,
two.
no cup, bro. Like not even make it to the conference final. Like, bro, again, Canucks fans are just like they don't make sense. Like, I don't understand some hockey fans. Like, honestly, bro, like just have some
Listen,
common sense.
everybody. when it comes to everybody's own team, everybody gets a little bit biased. I mean, look at you and myself. I thought Montreal had a chance of making playoffs this year, and then look at what happened. You thought the Leafs were gonna, and then they might lose round one again. So
True.
who knows, man? Who knows,
Also,
bro? I mean, Canucks fans, they deserve to be happy, and they deserve to, think that their team can go all the way. I mean, look how they've been playing all season. They've had their ups and downs. They've gotten Lindholm, they've got Zadorov, so they've added their pieces. They have Demko, they have Dis Smith, who's been a solid
so
backup.
true.
So why not give them a chance and let them think that their team can go all the way? Which it's a potential. It has the potential.
True.
Not saying no, but I 100% don't say yes that they're gonna win the cup.
No, no. Just don't win the President's Trophy, and then who knows? Just
Like,
don't win the President's Trophy
but
because that's not
just don't exactly. If you don't win the President's Trophy doesn't mean shit. So if you don't win that, I think you'll have less pressure and you'll be fine. 'Cause
true.
Florida won the President's Trophy, got swept round two. Boston won the President's Trophy, lost in seven. President's Trophy's a curse, bro. It's
It is.
always been a curse. It always will be. But that's going to wrap up this episode of the AJ Sports Podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell all your friends. And listen, when the playoffs or when the teams start clinching their spots and we know the matchups, our playoff predictions will be coming out within the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to do our little brackets each on the computer, and we're going to broadcast that to you guys. Also, I just launched my own website, NHLHotTopics.com. You'll find all my stuff that I write about, trying to do some daily articles. A bit hard with school, but in the summer, during the playoffs, going to be lots of content there. So go give a shout to go read some of my stuff. But that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Anything else you got to say, Justin, before we wrap it up?
No, nothing really. Just excited. Blues and Knights, huge matchup tonight. I'm excited. I'm not even a fan of both these teams, but bro, I'm excited. Like I'm pumped, bro. Like,
Going to be watching that
let,
for sure,
bro,
right?
let's go, bro. Of course, like let's get this going. Like, bro. Other than
Okay,
that,
so
that's it.
we'll be back to you guys on Friday. Wishing you guys a good Friday and happy Easter. So we'll see you guys Friday. All right, take it easy.